getting poured up. You know, I'm getting pulled up. Let's get to the festivities. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, man. All my people. Ain't rocking my people in a couple days. I'm sorry. My bad. I was busy. You know, life be life. Let's get to this thing. Welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host. Oops the Great. Oh, man. I'm ready to get rid of this mic. Can't wait to replace it. How everybody feeling on this here evening? It's late night. Oh, welcome to your after hour after the after. As you stumble, trip, however you get your way in the house, you made it safely. Congratulations. So while you crack open the last of that bottle, you know what I'm saying? Roll you up a little something for the end of the night. Or, you know what I'm saying, getting yourself ready for a little, you know what I'm saying, that late night action. I know, I see you little nasties. All right. I don't mind you put me on the TV, you know, I'll play in the background while you handle your business. It's cool. I get it. But I appreciate y'all pulling up for another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. Oh, you see it at the bottom of the screen. Ain't nothing new. You see it at the bottom of the screen. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm supposed to put share on there, but you know, I'll get to it eventually. Help me take care of them YouTube police. Just like you don't want the police coming to your door right now while you're trying to have a whole little vibe, little moment, trying to chill off your feet. Same thing here, so I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Now, let's get to the business at hand. Side A. You know, we always got a side A and a side B around these parts. No different than the throwback cassettes we used to play. So, for our side A tonight, right? We're going to talk about one J. Cole. We're going to talk about one J. Cole. We need to say what need to be said real quick. And we're going to kind of bore with this J. Cole topic, but I need to hammer down on it one more. It's my Obama thing, you know, the Obama hand. Hammer down on the issues. Hammer down on the issues. Let me pull this music down. Let's get cracking.
I wonder, like, maybe he doesn't even know he's being performative. Maybe you reach certain heights or you get certain.
Shout out to the company, man. Justin Hunt. His last few Culture United have been fire. This is not the best panel he's had, but it ain't terrible. It ain't terrible. I can't believe we here with J. Cole. Am I the only one that's surprised? Like, I'm surprised. I'm genuinely surprised. Because, like, if this would be, J. Cole will be easier to digest, pause. If he was a terrible MC, like, if he sucked, this would be such an easier topic. Because then I could just pin my ears back, so to speak, like they say, and just go at it. I'm still about to go at it. A little bit. This is it's deserved, it's earned. But we got some new information. I want to make sure y'all knew about it. While we chilling, while we smoking, while we drinking, while we doing our thing. Let's get to it.
Successes, or you start feeling like, oh, I'm so introspective and I'm so in touch with my feelings that maybe he's lying to himself. I just know the boogeyman shit is true. They'll never get over this. This shit is crazy.
1 second applause. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's had a lot of practice, right? Port Antonio, that was a draft. You know, I think Birthday Blizzard had some lines to see how the public reacts to this. There's a few moments on the fall off. You know, I used to love her. A few others where this topic is. I feel like he should be better at this. Stat, what was your take from either interview that we've seen so far? I know we talked.
For a Stat get going, cheers to y'all. Like I said, I appreciate y'all pulling up for another after hour type moment, type vibe, type energy. Cheers to y'all. Let's get to it.
About this weekend's interview on the Third Verse this week.
I'm gonna say this because I don't know how many people familiar with Cole and Kendrick's relationship. Like when I first heard Kendrick, Cole came to work with us to write a record for Dre and Snoop. Before we start writing that record, he played us Kendrick Lamar. Dre had heard Kendrick, but what I'm trying to say, how much he loves Kendrick. He loves Kendrick. You going in with Dr. Dre, you could be talking about your stuff and all this type of shit. The first thing he played was Kendrick Lamar. He played that.
Let's start with that little piece right there. You in front of greatness, regardless of how people may feel about Dr. Dre. A lot of careers that wouldn't be here without him. Snoop, Eminem, 50 Cent, Gang, so forth, so on. To me, I could be wrong. I know we should probably take into account what people do in their regular personal life. I do for some people, I don't for others. It kind of depends on your greatness and your authenticity. To me, is Dr. Dre not hip hop royalty? Like if you had to make that final Mount Rushmore of hip hop, wouldn't Dr. Dre kind of have to be? Would kind of have to be one of those faces, one of those figures, right? Let me know. But let's get back to this. Let's stay on topic. You know, I'll be going all over the place.
Music, he's like, yo, you got to do this. You got to do this. He was pushing Kendrick to be signed. We ended up, all of us wrote that song together for Dre and Snoop. End up going on the Game album, whatever. But I bring that up to say that I think he genuinely loves Kendrick. I think he was very surprised by the diss record, but he knew the details of the record. Like Kendrick's supposed to be on the song. So I don't know if y'all knew that either. Kendrick had the song for some.
Oh, damn. Oh, dang. It just got good, Stat. It's breaking up. Oh, you're back. Say it again.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's terrible Wi-Fi. This happens every time. Justin knows this is like a repeat. Y'all like, damn. But anyway.
I thought we had it fixed. We went through a whole
I had somebody come over here and paid him a ridiculous amount of money, but clearly he didn't do a good job. Anyway, Kendrick wasn't feeling it. Okay. Fast forward, J. Cole's on it, whatever. It comes out. I really think Kendrick felt like they attacked him because he didn't get on the record. I don't know this. I'm not confirming this because I didn't talk to Kendrick or anybody. I'm just saying Kendrick's perspective.
Are we talking about first person shooter?
Yep.
Yes. Kendrick is supposed to be on that song. If y'all don't know, every time, for a long time.
I think we all knew that part, right? We all knew that part. You know what? I'm gonna hold on.
Every time Drake do an album, he would send Kendrick something to get on it. So this is going on behind the scenes. Like I'm just letting y'all know.
I don't want to say.
So anyway, but Kendrick has not liked Drake for a long time. I don't think I'm going out like on a limb. You know, when Drake was championing Baby Keem and he was trying to get in the studio. That was not happening. Why do you think that wasn't happening? Okay, anyway.
That's bold. Let's get there. We gotta take it's gonna be hard for me to do, but I'm gonna do it. I gotta take the kid gloves off. If you knew that wouldn't mess with what y'all was on, why are you trying to recruit my act from my label, which happens to be my family? What are we doing here? How does that make sense? If I'm not fucking with you, I'm not messing with you. So why I'm about to let you? It's my job to cultivate this man's career. His success potentially leads to other people entrusting their careers in my hands under PG Lang. Why in the blue? What are we doing? This is simple. This is common sense. If you, no, I'm not fucking with you. That anything under my umbrella would naturally be off limits, right? You know what I'm saying? That's that J. Cole. That's that J. Cole.
Anyway, so the song comes out, Kendrick hears it, does his verse, boom, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out, boom. J. Cole should have shut the fuck up, not said nothing. He decided to jump out there, out there. When he realized, like y'all said, that the public didn't like it, he pulled it back. If that song would have blew up, that shit would still be up in DSPs right now for us to enjoy, all of our families to love. That's the question that should have been asked by either one of these interviewers. Hey, what if we reacted to that song like we reacted to Not Like Us? Would you have taken it down? You wouldn't have.
That's my number one issue with all these interviews that J. Cole's been doing. He's been everywhere. Have you ever seen somebody do a press run this elaborate, this widespread after the album's been out for weeks? Is this Cole's way of making sure them numbers stay strong for that album? Keep his name in the algorithm? It's a hustle to everything. I don't put nothing past nobody, especially J. Cole these days. Is this J. Cole's way of keeping the flames at a proper level? Keep them numbers churning for that album. Because once your core fans, let's remove your core stands, because they gonna rock with it until they get the next piece of work. So regular fans, or even the casual fans, or regular hip hop people who just like, hey, it's something new out, let me give it a listen. Are they not revisiting it? I haven't looked at the numbers. Like I've been saying lately, maybe, 1 minute we're supposed to pay attention to the numbers, the next minute, the numbers don't mean shit. Make up your motherfucking minds. Let's make up our minds here. I feel like to not pay attention to numbers is to be scary. But could I be misstepping by thinking maybe J. Cole could be maybe sort of worried about, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he might, I feel it. You want your album to stay as high as it can for as long as it can. You want GNX vibes on the fall off. I get it. But you selling boo-boo while you out here talking.
Taking it down. You took it down because there were some other things that played that Justin, me and him talk about all the time that we're not going to say on here, that you didn't want to get to surface because information is what wins these battles, not lyrics. And if your house ain't clean, not saying this house, I'm just saying, if there's something for someone to throw out there about your crib, that's when you start shaking in your boots with a battle. I don't believe for one second that wifey was crying and all. It was some other stuff going on behind.
Let's get to that. Wifey crying. Let me tell y'all something. Real ones know. When a man got an issue in the streets, out in the ether, out in the world, 9 to 10, this woman's invisible. He not about to mention her. He not about to bring her up. None of that. Because we know how sucker niggas act. We've seen these type of things from Drake. Hey, if I know you got any kind of woman in your life that you close to and you love and care about, what do Drake do? He get to shoot. And what your woman got to do with your problem, sir? Make that make sense. I didn't understand. When I first heard that didn't make no motherfucking sense. She was distraught in tears and all this extra weird I'm about to ask if your old lady and your buddies, got some things going on. What draws that kind of reaction out of your old lady? I find, and I'm gonna get back to the video. I find that men in the world who find convenient ways to insert their woman into conversations involving conflict of their own, it's questionable. I don't typically think too favorably of among people who do that. That's kind of hoish. They're calling you a hoe. I'm saying it's hoish. Hoish.
Scenes that you're not talking about, and I'm not mad at you for not talking about it, because that's why you didn't get in that battle. So we're gonna leave that alone and go on from that. Glad my camera not working. So I'm these secrets.
Plausible deniability. All this AI, it could be anybody. We don't even really know.
It's not even me. It's not me, J. Cole. I love you. I still do, but you know what's going on. You're lying.
One second applause. I mean, you raise a good point there, Stat. There's.
I'm gonna let this rock for a minute because I want y'all to hear what's coming up next. But I have to acknowledge, finally, I love it, especially recently. Now that I'm getting all these different stories and whatever that J. Cole keep throwing out there, like Michael Jackson collecting kids around the world. It's how J. Cole collected lies. But you know what? Fine. Then we all say that J. Cole's just a fucking liar. He's a liar. Liar. Ain't nothing worse than somebody that's lying when they ain't got you. You just lying for no good goddamn reason. Just lying, just a lie. He's lying just to have something to do. Like he keeping all these different stories up that he don't even, like he could take so much weight off his shoulders and stop selling us, I'm the everyday man. I don't lie. I'm always honest. You can believe in me. I'm safe. That shit out, bro. Let it out. It's corny, bro. You coming off corny now. That's a word we've been using with Drake so long. It's like tattooed on his neck or something. Don't let yourself be a corn baller. Let's rock out with the video for a minute.
So a lot of questions. I think we're all in the same cipher when it comes to the way these interviews are playing out so far. Because I got a bunch of questions I would love to ask. I legitimately want to know what, from Cole's point of view, the thought process was with first-person shooter. Did he think he was going to be able to say those things and not have Kendrick, his brother, he talks about him, he loves him so much, did he not think that Kendrick was going to take any of that personally? Now, I would love to hear his answer to that. You know what I mean? I would love someone to ask him if someone actually came up to him at Dreamville. That'd be amazing. Can we get confirmation that actually happened, or is that just a thing that people are still talking about? I would love to know, like, you know, even stuff from the standpoint of the fall off, right? In that camera interview, he says this battle inspired him again. Well, why are you still marketing the fall off like you're retiring? Why are you still doing that? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot here that I haven't heard anyone ask yet, but all of this is still really fascinating to me. You know what I mean? Open floor for this next question. Do you think...
Before we get to the next question, this is going to be the final question from him, that we can move on to the next thing and really dig in on something, because something going on. Did any of those questions seem like tricky questions, hard questions? inappropriate questions. And I'm asking this because why were they not? I feel like these are the first questions that anybody should be asking. I'm going to put this on the people who did the interviews. And I get it. They so scared that they not going to be able to get the elite exclusive interview to where they walk on eggshells for them. We need the media to have a backbone. We need the media to have a backbone. This is why I liked Elliott Wilson as much as I did. He said a lot of stuff that sometimes made him look like a fool, but he stood on it. Hey, this is what I heard. Woo, woo, woo. Until the media gets a backbone, some courage, some sense of pride in what they do, we are not going to get genuine interviews that give us real substance. All of those interviews he did was fluff. All of them are fluff. We learned nothing. He continued the same goofy lies and added on chapters. That's it. And media is going to have to force the hands of these hip-hop artists, celebrities, period. Celebrities, period. But we'll keep it hip-hop. What, are we scared they're going to go to one of those streamers? Well, if they do that, don't that kind of tell us what they are? Don't that kind of tell us what they're made of? I'd rather present you with the option to show me that you fucked up so I know how to play you correctly. I don't have to assume no more. And that's the problem. That's a problem because there's so many. Media has to stop being little bitches. Gets us harder, more in-depth questions. I'd rather a artist go do a proper interview, and if a question asked, I'd rather hear him say, I'd rather not dive into that. I'd rather hear that than not hear the question asked at all. Is that too much to ask? Let's get to it.
That Cole, when he made First Person Shooter, knew what he was doing or expected Kendrick to respond the way he did, just from a peripheral standpoint.
It's like I said before, it's a situation of manipulating the scenario to where you have so many fans that if you say enough of the lies enough, and those millions of people pull up and they say, yes, that's our guy, he would never do that based on the persona he's curated. I don't know him behind the scenes. Shout out to Stat. But I'm just saying what I've seen as a person who takes in the music, there's a persona that he's created. He's been trying to uplift through these explanations. Like, I'm the nice guy. I'm J. Cole. I'm essentially the Mr. Nobody, at the same time, Mr. Everyman. I meant no harm. But it's like, bro, you can have your friends on the block and your friend want to cut ass, but he don't want to put a name on it. At a certain point in the night, you making fun of me. And there's a lot of bars that he has like that where he says something and it sure sounds like he's talking to Kendrick, but then when you ask him about it, oh no, I didn't mean it that way. That's not what it is. Even the line on The Secret Recipe, where he's talking about everybody steppers, studio steppers, whatever the case may be. If you got a situation where a person decides that, yo, this week I'm gonna post all my outfits, 5 days of outfits. Outfits are my thing. And then your friend 3 weeks later throws a self post out there, yo, 5 weeks of whack outfits. And then you hit him, yo, you was talking about me. No, somebody else had 5 days of whack outfits. You was talking to me, bro. And he has so many.
Shout out to the rap roundtable, bro. Jar, bro. Sometimes you need stuff to just, because I'll be sitting here trying to give y'all analogies to explain this whole thing, and my stuff be overly complex a lot of the time. I'll be smoking and be having my mind going. That's as simple right there as you can get it. You was talking about this man, bro. If Cole was gonna go on all these shows, doing all these interviews, you want to be the everyday man, the peaceful man, go get the weight off your shoulders. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Stop being fugazi. Real moissanite of you to carry on the way you carrying on. Let's go.
Bars like that where it's like, you must really think we're stupid. You've been throwing darts at Kendrick, heavy darts, not even like little pow-pows. Like, it's heavy darts where it doesn't even take much like manipulation or sifting through to understand that these are the bars and he's talking to Kenny. So how can he act surprised when Kendrick comes outside and barks on him? And Kenny still gave him grace because he ain't punching him the way he punched on Drake. You know? Stop playing with people. And that's the whole thing that why I'm getting annoyed with Cole is like you're really playing with people and you're using your fan base, in my opinion, using Drake as a shield as well, so we could get all of this BS off and it's safe. And I don't like that because it's offensive now.
What's gonna happen?
All right, look, this is the part where y'all gotta sit up for a minute. Focus up. I want y'all to hear this part. This is what you here for. This is what you here for right here. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, I got my one out the way. I got out the way. I'm not gonna keep doing that to y'all, you know. I ain't gonna remember in a couple minutes. But listen to what Stat about to say. So I never thought about this until I watched this. Man.
What he don't want to happen is going to happen if Drake start getting candid about conversations that they've had. So that's going to be a problem. So I don't know if he's thinking about that because Drake, I don't
as well. So we can get all
this
BS off and it's safe. And I don't like that because it's offensive now.
What's going to happen? What he don't want to happen is going to happen if Drake start getting candid about conversations that they've had. So that's going to be a problem. So I don't know if he's thinking about that because Drake, I don't know a lot about Drake. I know some of his colleagues, but I do know, from what I do know, he's not happy about how the position at which Cole took with that. It was like, what the fuck is you doing, dog? Like, are you serious? Like, what? Because it kind of like weakened Drake in the process and what he was doing. You see what I'm saying? Because it really gave Kendrick this like, okay, like, oh yeah, damn. People start, oh, he is the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, Cole running. So we supposed to just be standing up. We just did a song saying we bigger than the Super Bowl. What are you talking about? But because I do have
I didn't keep that in mind either. And if you did, let me know what led you down that road. I didn't take into consideration how J. Cole dipping out so fast the way he did and not participating after his quick little shot. He threw that brick out there. I didn't think about the possibility of J. Cole having some goings on, some things, some situations, some concerns that he want to keep in the dark. These are things we don't think about with J. Cole because he the everyday man, the people. He out here being the black Mr. Rogers. That offended you, get over it. You be all right. You tough, right? What if he got some things that don't really jive with the persona that he's been cultivating all of these years and force feeding everybody all of these years? Ooh. Picture Drake sitting somewhere, right? Hot, like, man, I know some things about this, and I could really, you left me out there to dry. I had to go at this alone. You were supposed to be my mans, and man, let me change my tune about the Iceman album, because if the Iceman album contains some J. Cole, this, that, and the third. You know, look, man. Ooh, excuse me. Oh my God, boy. Look, I never thought about that. That's not something that you just think with J. Cole. The only dirt you think about with J. Cole is like them dreads. That denim jacket that he keep throwing on. He come off like, hippie-ish, which is cool. I feel like I'd be a hippie sometimes. But he be like overly like, I live in the trees and I eat pine cones for dinner. And
hearsay knowledge of what was going on. I understand his position. Just so y'all, what it is, it's like, yo, he wasn't ready to deal with the shit that Drake is dealing with. He wasn't ready to deal with that because he didn't want to have that shit. He didn't want to have that stain on his name, and he can't come out in these interviews and say what it really is because then that was the whole point why he pulled the shit down in the first place. Besides it not being fresh, so I know y'all like, nigga, tell us what it is. It's not my place to be talking about this man's business.
shout out to Stat, man.
Irony is he ended up in the spot that he was trying to avoid anyway. So you might as well go down with the ship.
Not if he got some real dirt. If he got some real crazy dirt, and that crazy dirt ain't out, but it's just like, oh, you look like a hoe. It's like, yeah, but y'all don't know about A, B, and C.
Bingo.
I get
Right,
get
that's
that.
exactly what it is.
I also think it's interesting that people say that he's presenting himself like he's a good guy. I really don't hear that. I hear him saying, yo, I was a bitch ass nigga, I was tripping. And it seemed like nobody hear that. So I guess, I don't know. Maybe I'm.
He does it well,
that's your
though.
ear filters, because he's saying I'm a good guy, but your filters is filtering out. This is a bitch ass nigga. That's what you hearing.
No, he's saying out loud in English. I felt pressured. Like, damn, I can't come out with the album unless I respond. All of these people is saying that, oh, this nigga's cooking me. I gotta diss back. I felt pressured. And I didn't even really want to diss the nigga like that. I just felt peer pressure, so I responded. That don't sound like I'm a bitch ass nigga to y'all?
You can't be a leader and be a punk. Again, sir, I'm not calling you a punk. I'm just saying. It's like punkish thought process. I'm always a leader everywhere I go. It's not me bragging or nothing. It's just, for one, I'm arrogant. I'm an arrogant person. But because of that, I don't have waffle moments. I try on this here internet thing to not be rude. Them the only pauses you gonna hear from me. But the more I do this, the more I'm gonna be like, I don't care. Because in reality, I really don't be caring, man. You move weird. I'm gonna say it. And he moving weird, bro. But if we find out Drake knows some things, and that was the real reason behind this track not doing very well at all. Outside of that, man, y'all keep y'all antennas up because there's some J. Cole information. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's fire, there's a burning house. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. You know. I'm just saying. Let's get to it.
Hold up, Shotty.
Yes,
12
Will.
minutes ago, I said, let's talk about something we agree with. 13 minutes later, we...
Courtesy of All Dreams Happen. This is the Gatekeepers podcast. I primarily watch it for G Malone. Trap Bradshaw's on here too. I ain't too. I got some mixed feelings about Trap, but for those who don't know, the premise of the show is to gatekeep hip hop. That's the setup. That's the whole idea of this show. It's a panel that decides who belongs in and outside of the hip hop gates, what is acceptable and not acceptable within hip hop culture, things of that nature. Now, I've been watching for a little while. And Glasses been getting more and more and more frustrated. Because thus far, this show, the premise is wonderful. I love the premise of this show. But its functionality is terrible. Terrible. If they were the genuine gatekeepers of hip hop, it would be so fucked up. I don't think most of them genuinely care. That's the big issue with this show, because Glasses overly care. I mean, I don't say overly care, but he cares drastically more than everybody else on the panel. So much so, I honestly believe Glass would probably punch somebody in the face if he thought that punch would put hip hop in a better place and made it worthwhile. All right, man. Show myself, bro. I'm about to slide this motherfucker. I'm not running. I assaulted him. Whoopty whoopty whoop. I want y'all to hear this.
Cannot agree. Listen, I agree with y'all. A podcast where everybody agree all the time is horrible.
Is Jay-Z culture or is he business?
Bruh, hold up. This sound horrible, right? It's horrible. I agree with you, Trap. We can't agree about nothing.
Not one specific thing. Like,
That's a
We
good
got to
question right
find
there that he was
one
asking.
thing that we can agree
They go
about.
skip past it.
I like that question.
What's the question? They go skip past it.
Is Jay-Z culture or business?
It's culture, man. And just because
It's a culture person doing business.
right, like this is crazy, man.
Yes, he's a capitalist, Trill. I agree with you. He's the scum of the fucking earth when it comes down to blackness.
So where does
You know what
capitalism
it is?
play a part?
How are we feeling these days about one Jay-Z? Good, bad? Still rocking with him? Is he still of the culture? Got him on your top 5, top 3, top 2? Maybe your GOAT? How are we feeling about Jay-Z? Are we overly comfortable with the fact that at the end of the day, this man is in business with the NFL, the same NFL that does not have any black ownership? The same NFL who, in an effort to stop all the kneeling, awarded Jay-Z the Super Bowl to pick and decide what entertainment we receive and whatnot. Which you know what? I'm conflicted about that aspect though, because out of that bag came good, kind of, but was it good enough? What Colin Kaepernick was doing was amazing. It was bold. Let's not forget that man made it to the Super Bowl, and who knows if he would have maybe not next time made it, but won it. It means something to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. All the extra little endorsements he would have got just off that clout. He sacrificed money after playing and potentially another contract after the one he was on. And quarterbacks is playing into their 40s, y'all. So on my end, And y'all can let me know how y'all feel about it. But on my end, I don't like the coziness of his relationship with the NFL. I understand that we were pacified. We didn't get anything. We were pacified. But out of being pacified, we got, look at the Super Bowl halftime shows we got. Each one of us got to decide if that's worthwhile or not. I'm going to keep it a buck. Without him interjected in there, it is a fact. I believe it is a fact. We wouldn't have gotten Kendrick Lamar. Very far outside chance we would have got a Bad Bunny. I think I only say it that way because I think the NFL is really pushing for an international team within the next 5 to 10 years. And that was a play. That was a play. I don't think even Jay-Z picked him. I think the NFL, like, you're going to have to line this up for us. Let's go.
And hip-hop culture.
Hold on. But you know
I think it
what he is,
opposes
Trill? Hold on,
hip-hop
Trill.
culture.
You know what he is, Trill? He's still us. Even if we think he's the worst version of us as far as being selfish, if we think a million things, if that's what you think, he's still our problem. That's our guy.
You talking about Jay-Z or the dog right now?
Jay-Z. That was a good one. That was a good one, PG.
Good time.
That was a good one.
Good timing,
I agree with
PG.
Trill.
Good timing.
That's not this. I agree with Trill. I'm the only person that agrees with Trill. But
What?
he's okay
About
to
what?
see-
We agreeing on about?
About Jay-Z being a sellout.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Y'all
Y'all
use that sellout shit.
tripping,
I'm
man.
okay with him using that. I'm okay. I'm okay
He's
with
sold out.
that.
You're right. He's all Yankee Stadium. It's all Yankee Stadium. You're right. You're definitely right.
I know.
It's all like the culture, it's all like the culture.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the other thing I want y'all to think about. Trap Bradshaw. This is his show. He is the moderator, technically, of this podcast. Anything comes up New York, he has an inability to look past it, or look at it honestly for what it is. When 50 Cent was out here running amok, acting a complete fucking ass, all he cared about, I'm from Queens. He had his little Queens hat on, I'm from Queens. So fucking what? He's acting really hoish. Call your mans out, bro. He couldn't even do it. There's an issue with this panel. Again, I love the premise. Hip hop could really use one, but one that was solid enough to where over time, the culture would start to take it as gospel, to take it seriously. Kind of like what's happened with Joe Budden. Let Joe Budden say something. It's almost like what Joe Budden says in the Bible itself sometimes. And I'm not even mad at it. Joe's earned that. He's done enough to earn it. So I believed, okay, you put a panel together of solid, like, worthy opinions to be true gatekeepers. That's what we need. That's what we need. But I want y'all to see how this play out.
It's on the coach out. It's on Yankee Stadium out. What he did?
You can sell $1 million rocks to pregnant women. Long you got $1 million. Cool.
See, now you see what we value. And that's why I said it's the exact same thing as the OVO niggas. Y'all doing the same thing. That's the most streamed rapper. Y'all talking about Jay-Z sold out Yankee Stadium. It's the same thing.
No. I'm not hearing the sellout. Y'all saying sell out the culture. Y'all gotta be talking about selling.
This man has never sold the culture out. And
Hold on,
that shit is sick, bro. That shit is fucking sick, man. You just identifying a man because he got money. and
We gotta get
demonize
Kaepernick on
because he got money. You have a sick. Yes, nigga.
Can we get Colin Kaepernick on here?
Yes, nigga. Yes, nigga. We do this in the hood on a regular basis.
Everybody talking over each other. Let him finish.
My bad, Trap. This is a
You want all debates, heated discussion.
Mute up, glasses.
Even in the hood, it's surviving in the hood. It's a cycle that just happens, bro, because of a sickness that has been inflicted in us, bro. Anytime, whether it's money or not, anytime somebody is placed in the front to be the leader, oh, that nigga, da. That's sickness, bro.
I do agree.
I've never done that. I don't come from a community that do that.
That's right.
Blacker than black, poor and rich, nigga. We don't do that. We don't do that.
Who was the people we did that to?
Anytime you just did it to them.
Trap up there playing.
You just did it to the nigga.
Who else are we?
Trap playing. Not taking this. You can't call yourself a gatekeeper, right? You got you supposed to approach it with I got the future of hip hop in my hands. I'm taking it that fucking serious. That's how a show such as the Gatekeepers podcast earns the level of cachet that they think they should have. You gotta take that shit serious. This fucking plan. Playing got us Jack Harlow. Playing got us Drake. Playing made us blind to this goofy shit J. Cole been doing. So I keep fucking going. All the fucking playing.
We done it to other than Jay-Z. Who else we done that to? That's what we talking about right now. Who we done that to?
Enough.
One is enough. One is enough that is making a major impact.
All entertainers. All entertainers.
No, we do it with the preachers in the hood. We do it with anybody that gets stepped and pushed to
All the poverty pimps. All the poverty pimps.
Whether they got money or not. Whether you the hold on, glasses. Whether you a top notch drug dealer or you a nigga that's on the streets just campaigning for the people in itself with no money. Everybody's going to demonize you anytime you get in that fucking limelight and you become the leader. It's called the penalty of leadership.
True. I agree with that, but it's not always the same people.
It's called the penalty.
If Fred Hampton was alive right now, what would he say about Jay-Z?
Hold up.
If Malcolm X was alive right now, what would he say about Jay-Z?
I just want to rewind back again to look.
I don't like that he did that. If you want to harness the spirit of black excellence, my brother, in a hip hop conversation, why not use examples of black excellence within hip hop that garner that same level of cachet within hip hop? It would carry more weight. I don't like when people just randomly swing Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Louis Farrakhan and all this. Stop. It's like they want to swing this ultimate Trump card because of the level of respect and reverence we have for these people. Man, you miss me with that shit.
Russell and him saying such and such was heaven sent. Do y'all know that also in the same narrative of these 85ers that God sent the motherfucking devil down to the earth? Y'all know that too, right? He wasn't just God made, he was God sent too. The fucking devil.
He was banished. He wasn't heaven
He
sent.
banished shit, however you want to say it.
It means something
He was
different.
sent, nigga.
See, that's the problem, T. It means something different. Words mean something.
So what Lil Russell was saying, he was.
Hold on.
Wow.
Latch on, Trap. Latch on. That's what he mean by the sickness in black people mind frame, bro.
What y'all gonna do? In the process, disagreeing with you. That's obvious at the beginning. And then you wonder why I don't want to do this.
Wow.
This is not dope. This not.
Glass has been saying this for a very long time. The loudest voice within the Western region right now, hip hop related, and it's almost like a baton was handed off. And I said I was going to do a video about that where DJ Head went quiet Well, the bigger picture was dissolved or whatever. And even before then, it seemed like his voice lessened and Glasses Malone's voice got louder. And it made me think to an episode of The Bigger Picture where I think it was either the episode of Bigger Picture or an episode of No Ceilings. What was it? Oh. Matter of fact, it was Glasses that said, hey, I would never put head in a bad situation because you're square. You're a regular everyday person. He believe in regular everyday people, laws and whatnot. So as a proper friend, as a proper brother, he made sure to go about not putting him in a bad predicament. And part of me got to wonder, like, maybe that switch up happened for a reason, because maybe something is going to be needed to be done or said in a way that's going to require somebody to really be willing to stand on business. Glass Malone done said it 100 times over. We all done heard it. He, for the right thing, man, lock me away. Maybe it's going to take somebody that believes in hip hop with that level of reverence to be the top voice. You tell me if I'm tripping. Let's finish this out.
Go pop.
The
You
gate's
can
closed.
have a
Can't go
podcast
nowhere.
where you can't critique somebody.
The
You
gate's
can have a
closed. Can't go
podcast
nowhere.
where nobody ever agrees.
The gate's closed.
It's
You had your
not.
chance to leave. You had your
A
chance
nigga
to
sit
leave.
there and talk about niggas and he
Can't go
talking about he's
nowhere,
right.
man.
When you know having sent
Can't
me
go
something
nowhere.
specific, it don't mean you were sent
Can't
from
go
heaven.
nowhere.
I agree with
Can't go
Glasses
nowhere.
1,000%.
It's a simple
They
fucking
agree. They agree with you. They agree with you.
Right the fuck down. It's
The
okay
gate's
that he sold
closed.
niggas out, Keith.
Gate's
He a dope
closed.
dealer. And you
He
can
never
say it,
sold
but
niggas
he
out,
still
bro.
love me.
He made more
Son,
music
nobody
than
out.
he's made more niggas. Hold on.
And
He's
a
made
lot
more
of- and a
niggas
lot of dead.
hold
A lot
on.
of
Spiritually wealthy as well as financially wealthy than anybody else in the game.
Who he made spiritually wealthy?
Man, stop, bro.
Who did Jay-Z make spiritually
You just got
wealthy?
finished talking. Hold on. You just got finished talking about Meek Mill, right?
Spiritually bankrupt. Spiritually bankrupt.
No.
Who raised you? Who raised you?
What, nigga? I'm not even. Let's finish
Well,
that.
he's not
I'm
because
not
you say he's got
even.
this reform situation.
He's done some good things.
Okay, so
but
all
he's
right.
spiritually bankrupt.
Okay, all right, but he's done some good things. So that's a
Who is he attached to?
that's a drop.
Bankrupt.
That's a drop.
The truth is, there's
Go
some
ahead,
things that
Glasses.
I don't like that Jay-Z did, but I'm not Jay-Z and I can accept whoever he is. He's still my motherfucker. I can tell you this is wrong and I agree with this, but that's his life to live. It's okay to have critique. No, I don't agree with Trill. That sounds crazy kicking him out. Two, I do understand what Trill is saying. He does seem to overvalue money over everything. That's just how it comes across. It's okay. He's a fucking D-boy. I was at once. I get it. All of these things can exist, but can we find one thing with the last 10 minutes of this podcast that we can talk about in agreement? Does everything got to just be an argument? Every fucking thing, this is not entertaining. It takes the podcast 1 million years to grow because we don't agree on nothing. One thing.
Okay, can we
Intellectual men, we can't agree on one simple thing.
can we agree that J. Cole should have went to his tryout for St. John's basketball on the second day instead of pressing?
No.
I left that little end part in there for a reason. It's supposed to oh God. Based on the design of their show, they're supposed to be the gatekeepers of hip hop. That includes who comes in and who goes out. Let they can handle that. They got time for jokes during the show. It's only like I think it's like an hour and a half, 2 hour show. It might be like an hour and a half. You only do like one show a week, 2 shows a week, maybe. I've been smoking, so I don't know, but it's like I think it's once a week. Then we're gonna get to this music. How is that hour and a half not the most serious hour and a half of your day? We just got the gang back out of evil hands. And now all of our antennas are up a bit more. Like, we're all doing our parts for the most part, right? You were bold enough to put together a show and call yourself the Gatekeepers. That means that you had a job to do because you chose to take that job. I'm going to come up with my own list. I'm going to cultivate my own list of gatekeepers. We're doing 5. You need it to be uneven to break a majority. 6 would have been a good number. That's even, and 7 is too many. I feel like 7 might be too many. If there's a gatekeeper committee, do y'all think it should be 5 people or 7? Let me know. That way I know you made it this far in the video. You got suggestions who should be a good gatekeeper? Throw it out there. But we're going to get to this music. He ain't been outside in a minute. Well, he was outside last year. Unbeknownst to me. And poo-poo on me, because again, we got some responsibility as fans to be searching for music. Well, I wasn't searching for this man's music. But I'm going to spin the block back. I'm going to check it out. So, here we go.
Timmy Turner, he was wishing for a burner. The kid, everybody rocking.
I like the fact that out the gate, you know what? Is it me or is it a lot more people doing black and white videos? I love black and white because, I don't know, it just hits better to me. Aesthetically, I just like the black and white video. And Drake ruined it with Nokia. Bum. Fucking bum. But I like this. I like this black and white. You know what I'm saying? Get down out the gate. And I like seeing a designer outside doing his thing. Let's go.
Sit back, relax, she make it clap, you throw the racks, I throw the racks, sit back, relax. Sit back, relax, she make it clap, you throw the racks, I throw the racks, sit back, relax. Sit back, relax, she make it clap, you throw the racks, I throw the racks, sit back, relax. Sit back, relax, bottles get popped, baddies get cracked, we pop our shit, get paid to Mac. Designer head cannot fall back, and that's a fact. They said my name, the wave is back. And the Barbie and that ghost and that color, all black.
Hey, I don't know. I like quirky little noises and sounds or whatever. Let's go.
She gon' make it pop, make it drop, ass fat. Fucking like an animal, we do it like
that.
Party at the zoo, yeah, you know where we at. All about the cheese, getting money, no rat. Pluggy on my line.
I'm sure he asked first before he did.
Call it DJ Pro, tell him get me on the track. And if it's hot, run it back. Damn, son. And if it's hot.
Hey, why designer don't get more love? I feel like designer's underrated. Designer underrated. I got him like a tier under Future. Like, yeah, it's like a tier under Future. And if Future puts something out, I'm just gonna listen to it. I'm actually an active searcher for Future's music. However, Future, I know if you do some music with Drake, boy, I can't forgive that. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't forgive. This is my little rant. I'm gonna get out the way. I can't forgive that. I don't want nobody shooting this man no bail, no grace, no nothing. Let him wither and expire. Unless you got some J. Cole secrets. You might be interested. Here at Kush Equilibrium. Let's go.
Run it back. Where you get that from? Damn, son. Sit back, relax, she make it clap. You throw the racks, I throw the racks. Sit back, relax. Sit back, relax, she make it clap. You throw the racks, I throw the racks. Sit back, relax. Sit back, relax. Bottles get popped, baddies get cracked. We pop our shit, get paid to Mac. Design the head, cannot fall back, and that's a fact. They said my name, the wave is back. The on me Christian came up wearing true religion. Getting money paid, getting rich is my religion. Stay away from fade, niggas switching my decision. Water on my neck, it be blurring up your vision. Heard she love a dog, cause she love.
I gotta ask one more again. Why are we not giving designers more credit? Like this man can't rap. Out here giving Jack Harlow love, but won't give designer no love. That's crazy, bro. I still play Timmy Turner. Still play Timmy Turner to this day. I don't play Panda nearly as much, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm his main too. So I think Timmy Turner like 600 million. Somewhere around that range, I'm assuming. Shout out to designer, bro. Let's go.
Love how I'm licking. This ain't Halloween, but she love how I'm tricking. Hitting home runs, I don't care how they pitching. Feel like Jackie Robinson, they love how I'm getting. Sit back, relax, she make it clap. You throw the racks, I throw the racks. Sit back, relax. Sit back, relax, she make it clap. You throw the racks, I throw the racks. Sit back, relax. Sit back, relax. Bottles get popped, baddies get cracked. We pop our shit, get paid to Mac. Design the head, cannot fall back, and that's a fact. They said my name, the wave is back.
The piano keys. I gotta give me some better headphones. Can't pick up certain notes with these little daddy. That's the next upgrade. That's the next show upgrade. Next show upgrade. Headphones. But let's talk real quick and we can get up out of here. First and foremost, again, appreciate y'all pulling up the after hour. Hope your night went well. Had a little something over, you know what I'm saying? Hope all went well. Like, comment, subscribe. This is my last one for the night, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta say it. Appreciate y'all. Also, as you can see, Baby Keem is officially in the building. I'm definitely about to try to get them tickets. What else we got going on? I might do like a little live thing or something, or a new video about me going to get a new mic. Not a new mic, but a new headset. I got a mic in mind, but slowly start to upgrade the show just a little bit at a time. What else we got cracking? That's probably it. I'm Oops Great. This was Kush Equilibrium. Appreciate y'all like always. But, until the next time's the next time, I'll get at y'all, man.
Count that fucking money, man. Count the money. You gonna get yours, B. You gonna get yours, man.